Welcome to this edition of the Lake Orion Review on ONTV. Here are the top stories for this week. The school board election was held on Tuesday, May 2nd. We'll have all of the results of this important vote. He's leaving. Township Supervisor Matt Gibb is packing his bags and moving on to another job. We'll tell you where and what he'll be doing. Construction continues downtown. Stay tuned for our weekly update on its progress. All this plus Dragon Sports on this edition of the Lake Orion Review on ONTV. Welcome to this edition of the Lake Orion Review on ONTV. I'm Ian Locke. Well, the results are in for the 2011 school board elections held on Tuesday, May 2nd. The buildup for this vote seemed to generate more interest than in most years. This is understandable considering the budget issues facing the district and the controversy surrounding the board's rejection of the negotiated teacher's contract just a few short weeks ago. Attendance at the voting precincts early on seemed to be on par with past board elections. Voting turnout seemed to pick up, though, as the day wore on and voters were hitting the polls after work. With many issues facing the district on the line and a large number of candidates running, voters saw the importance to have a say in who would be calling the shots over the next several years. Let's go to the results. Well, the faces on the school board will be changing as we welcome Melissa Miller, Connie Meach, Bridget McQuiston, and Deborah Porter, all being elected to four-year terms. Miller tallied 11.36% of the votes, or 1,439 ballots, followed closely by Connie Meach at 11.12%, or 1,408 votes. The two-year partial term was won by incumbent Steve Dracos with 63.2%, or 1,841 votes, against write-in candidate and incumbent Bob Gritzinger. Gritzinger only decided to get back into the ring 2 weeks ago after deciding to step down after 12 years on the board. Kelly Weaver and Janet Wolverton were not re-elected to the board. Tiffany Weber Phillips did not run for re-election. The four new board members will have a tough job resolving the district's budget and funding issues, as well as trying to repair the rift between the teachers' union and the school board. Stay informed of what is happening in the Lake Orion School District. Tune into the school board meetings live the second and fourth Wednesdays of the month on Comcast Channel 22, Digital Channel 902, and on our webpage at orionontv.org. School district board meetings and select board workshops are available for streaming as well. If you can't watch it live, then streaming from our webpage would be your best choice. Plus, DVD copies of the board meetings are available for checkout at the Orion Township Public Library. Well, the big news coming out of Township Hall that caught many off guard was the announcement that Township Supervisor Matt Gibb will be stepping down and taking a rather high-profile position with Oakland County. Matt Gibb, who's held the top township spot since 2008, was offered by County Executive L. Brooks Patterson the position of Deputy County Executive for Economic Development and Community Affairs. Gibb will begin his new position starting June 1st. The Township Board will have to decide if they will appoint a replacement from the current board or hold a special election. Gibb still has roughly 2 years remaining on his four-year term. Over the past 2 years, the Township has seen a spike in new development, including the construction of the new Senior Center, a new water tower, and the installation of the outdoor amphitheater at Civic Center Park, plus other new business development throughout the Township during these tough economic times. The most high-profile accomplishment, though, of Gibb's tenure was the tireless work the Township put into convincing GM to save the Orion Assembly Plant and the thousands of local jobs it creates. This was a major influence on L. Brooks' decision to select Gibb for this influential spot. LOR on ONTV will continue to bring you updates on this story as they become available. After this short break, we'll have our weekly downtown construction update plus Dragon Sports. This is the Lake Orion Review on ONTV.
Did you know that you can watch ONTV on the web? How cool is that? Just surf on over to www.orionontv.org to watch your favorite on-TV show. A service of Orion Neighborhood Television.
Welcome back. Mixed weather over the past week has delayed the pouring of new concrete downtown, but progress is still being made project by project. Here's what you can expect downtown. Workers will continue the removal of material from the Flint and Broadway intersection. Cement will be poured at all locations on East Flint Street from downtown to Orion Road. All cement will take roughly 5 days to cure, but all pedestrian access to business will be maintained by the use of ramps. In addition, workers will be in Children's Park removing fencing and starting the removal of large boulders and other material. Electricians will continue to work on the replacement of the decorative street lamps in the construction zone. Single lanes of travel will be maintained on Flint and Broadway, moving away from the intersection as curb and street apron cement work is completed on both sides of the street. Perry Street will be closed at Flint Street for a period of about 1 week from when the cement is poured. All residents will be able to maintain access to their homes from the Atwater, Perry, Bagley, Glen Street intersections. Shadbolt Street will be closed to eastbound traffic from Hawkswell to Florence to prevent traffic jams and pedestrian conflict. Watch for detour signs during road closures. Flaggers will also be on hand when needed to direct traffic. We're at the midpoint of the spring sports season, and the baseball and softball teams have seen a slew of cancellations. The soccer team, however, was able to play and was looking to get some of their mojo back after some up-and-down matches. Their task became more difficult when the powerful Troy Athens Redhawks came to town on Thursday, April 28th. The Lady Dragons were trying to prevent the Redhawks from giving their coach, Tim Storch, his 900th career victory. The Redhawks came out on a mission, pressuring the Dragon defense from kickoff. The Dragons would hold their own, though, turning away quality scoring chances. The Dragons applied pressure of their own, but battled to a 0-0 tie at half. The second half was a different story altogether. The Redhawks came out with guns a-blazing, shocking the Dragons' defense, rattling off 4 unanswered goals and sealing their victory in securing Coach Storch's monumental milestone. The Dragons coach Ken Snage congratulated the winning coach and stated that Storch is what's good for the game of soccer at any level. The boys lacrosse team was in action Tuesday, May 2nd against Davidson. Here are the highlights. The Dragons were looking to continue their early season success, entering the match at 6-4 on the season. The yellow offense clicked, with Brad Bogus leading the way with 3 goals and 1 assist, with Nick DePonio adding 2 goals and 2 assists on the night. Davidson's scoring leader was Alex Dudash, who scored 3 in the loss. Elo improves to 7-4 on the season. That's all for this edition of the Lake Orion Review on ONTV. We'll leave you now with our community calendar of events. For the crew at the Review and here at ONTV, I'm Ian Locke, and we'll see you next time. Video classes are now enrolling. Reserve your seat today. Call 248-693-3377. Studio and field production classes are available. Learn how to make your own television program and learn the basics of television production. Call 248-693-3377. A service of Orion Neighborhood Television.